also recently decided to call myself an artist as well. It was a big day. Who am I? I grew up near Buffalo, New York. I've been around. I have a lot of Icelandic passion. So I lived there for a year and I've gone back a few times. I speak Icelandic moderately. I couldn't quite decide whether I should just eliminate the composer side and just call myself an artist, because the art world seems to be totally fine with anything I want to do. But the music world doesn't quite understand that I just love things that are visual too. So anything that I can connect some kind of musical or sound element to a visual element, I'm really excited about right now. Whether it be sound sculptures or kind of live pop-up performances, ephemeral type things, or sound installations, even just graphic scores and things that have a visual element. There's something about that our visual sense is the quickest one, and it's the one we take in first. And the sonic sense is the one that's the slowest or slower. And so if there's maybe a visual thing attached to a sound thing, maybe the connections for people would be deeper or more interesting, or at least I'm interested in them. A parade complete with floats and banners will form at the park at 2, and balloons will be given to everyone, and there will be someone painting faces until the start of the march. We're going to a parade, you said, and here you are, watching. Yeah, I've made jewelry for, I think, over 13 to 14 years now. Usually it's fairly simple, but I've moved up from just some crafty things from Joanne Fabrics, or Michaels. But now I work with gold, actual gold, and silver, and semi-precious stones, and I'm still figuring out kind of what the new collection is like, because I've worked a lot with wire and lava, a lot of very Scandinavian kind of elements. I kind of feel like they're all parts of me. The composition side and the visual art side definitely inform each other. I'm always thinking about can I somehow make this visual thing include sound? Can I make the sonic thing maybe a little bit more interesting than just people on a stage, traditional recital stuff? The jewelry stuff has started off as kind of a hobby, side interest. But now I even think about that as it's kind of part of this aesthetic of mine. Artists. I'm really excited about Caitlin Tusick, painter. She's been making some really beautiful kind of body studies and nudes lately. Really incredible. There's a really amazing artist, Sammy Lee, who is currently at Redline. She is really inspired by table settings right now and paper making. So she has people arrange the way that you might have a table setting, but you use her heritage's Korean serving vessels to try to create your own culture's place setting. OTJ is also an artist at Redline doing amazing things with queer performance. He has an odd background in performance art, sculpture, visuals, but also like an interest or disinterest in the military. I don't know if he'd ever had to be in the military, but like as a queer person, that's a really odd like tension to have to make work about those two things. And I think Slim Cessna is still doing really great things, and he's been doing it for years. His Denver Broncos UK is such a great band, and I love their shows. Well, my biggest thing unveiling this year is an installation at Mattress Factory Museum in Pittsburgh. So that'll be my own like room to myself, and that opens on September 27th. I'm also doing a piece with the Theorbo, the Renaissance lute, for Caitlin Tusick. And her show opens at Leon Gallery on August 31st. So I'll have like a component there, but it really is like a showcase of her works. For those of our viewers and listeners in London, I hope that my piano and bondage piece, Tame Your Man, is happening at London Pride this year in July. This is the world we want to make, and one day you'll be part of it. This is the world we create, and this is the start of it. How do you explain it all to the child at your side? How do you explain it all to the child with their messy